How many people do you talk to when they're thinking about getting, they're that group 62 and older, that's kind of one of those things that they shy away from. I don't want more payments.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the dilemma, right? Because when you get into the older homeowner situation, there's a couple of different types of profiles we're running into. One is someone who is approaching 62 or older, and again, even 55 plus, and they may have had a change in their income in recent years.
Mm.
They may still be employed, but maybe the income isn't quite what it was. They've gotten in a situation where maybe they've accumulated a little bit too much debt. And so the natural reaction most often is a homeowner is going to say, well, I need a HELOC. Well, and of course, we always start there. HELOC, a traditional, equity loan, you're going to get that loan, whether it's a fixed rate second or a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, where you can tap into some of it initially and then have a remaining portion to use later. Well, we would start with that, but what happens is sometimes the underwriting criteria for those don't quite work. For one, HELOCs, HELoans will have a higher credit score requirement. Typically, if you're not at least 640 to 660, you're not going to get at least that or higher. You're not going to get a HELoan or a HELOC, a traditional one, because your credit score is too low. Plus the fact that, especially on the HELOC side, your qualifying criteria includes calculating a debt ratio. And because many of the HELOCs are variable rate loans, you don't qualify at the actual initial rate. They pump that up, like the initial rate plus 2%, and then over a shorter amortization period to create what is a higher sort of artificial monthly payment used to calculate your debt ratio. Now, why would they do that? It's because it's a variable rate loan, and over time the rate could go up. Doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, but that underwriting approach takes into account you may be having to deal with some increases in your required monthly payment